Alright, so I have completed adding piece 18 in the hill. I'll show you that in just a minute. But now I need to prepare piece 19, which is the pathway. And I'm using again the Appliquick tools and my glue stick to do this piece. So I'll start on this side. This time I need to do both sides of the path because it needs to not have unfinished edges. Okay, let's see here, move here where you can see. So I'm just going to start here and fold this over. And just keep working my way around this side. It looks like I'm starting to get out of the picture here, so add some more glue to this edge. And I did clip this inner curve that's right here. That just helps them to lay nicely as you're folding the fabric. Okay, and then I'm gonna flip this around so I can do this side over here, and then I'll be ready to put it onto our applique block. Alrighty, so I've got my heel block here. I want to show you one of the things I did, because this is kind of a large piece, is of course I've went ahead and I pinned this bottom edge. That will just hold everything together smoothly while I get this next piece in place, and that's piece number 19, the little pathway that runs across here. So I went ahead and with my light box, I marked with a pencil basically the two ends of where my pathway goes, so I can just lay this edge on that line that up, and then lining this line up here, and then I will just pin my path in place, and I will be stitching on both sides. So I'll be doing this edge and then coming along and doing this edge as well. So then my pathway will be complete. So I'll go ahead and work on that and come back for the next step. But I want to show you that I have the pathway in place now, so I'm ready excuse me, ready to put the other sheep on that we had prepared last week. Actually, I guess almost 2 weeks ago now. And so I went ahead and marked with a pencil where there's a couple of rocks here and then the sheep goes. So I went ahead and marked that with the rock. And what I'm going to do is kind of put my head in where it's going to go and make sure I have my placement where I like it before I pin that in place, because I want a little bit of the white sticking up above the sheep there, and I think that looks pretty good. So I'm going to pin this one in place, and then stitch that down, and then I'll put the rest of the sheep in place and stitch it down, and I think that will be enough to work on this week. That gets us through piece number 21 actually. So and on Friday I'll have the next few steps for you. We'll be placing the rocks and getting started on Little Bo Peep.